now.
Haha.
We have too many.
Definitely
healers.
won't have to heal.
No, you're elemental, right? Not enhancement. Yeah. Yeah.
Nope. Afraid not. Yeah, Drew can't be here tonight for some reason, but
For
we've
Swedish
got a couple of
reasons.
people with tank off specs.
At least that's one melee out of the way then.
That's
Well,
not quite how it works.
I know. No, I know. You know what I mean, though.
Do we have a warlock or not?
we do, but
I'm on the
still
way yet.
yeah.
No, he fell down the hole.
Fuck.
Oh, oops.
Then I'll come on my own.
Is there a way back up from that hole?
There is. There's some stairs.
Oh. Okay, we're live, so that's gonna be good.
No. No. No.
I'll turn the camera off, so that's...
And I should make the tanks assist while I remember.
This place is in such a stupid area of the map. With all the, you know, green shit flying around.
There we go. Jesus, need to set everything.
Do we need a stone?
Yes, please.
I'm almost there now, so don't worry about something.
Same here.
I keep clicking on Velen every time I need to click on this portal for some reason.
So you need me as a healer, or?
I think
We probably want 3 healers for this fight. We do have another healer who will probably be online soon, but they aren't right now, so...
Alright, I'll stay healer for now.
This one's weird in that, like, you don't need to do a lot of healing for most of it, and then suddenly they use one of their mechanics and everyone's dying.
That sounds awesome.
at least it's not heroic yet. I just watched the video for it. Heroic's got.
Yeah, the
lots of
Storm of
places.
Darkness looks interesting to deal with.
Yeah.
Especially when it overlaps with like wandering old men or something.
Let's shut down
Right,
Torrens,
so-
'cause yeah,
We've got
good to go.
3 bosses left on normal. We're going to try and kill those, obviously, and then, assuming all goes well, which I think it probably will, I don't foresee them being an enormous challenge. We're going to see what we can do on Heroic as well.
There's no process of
But
mine.
we did like one pull in this boss last time, so I'll go over it again. People who weren't here or have forgotten. And
Okay.
also because we need to figure out how to do some things.
We're gonna get attacked
There's
now.
3 bosses. Only 2 of them will ever be active at a time. They swap every like 3
What's going
minutes
on
or
on my
something
phone?
like that. So one of them will disappear and another one will take their place. 2 of them have tanking debuffs. One of them is called Flash Freeze. One of them is called Fiery Strike. They are from Nara and Dima. Because there are 3 bosses and 2 of them will always be here, the fact that one doesn't have a tank swap doesn't matter because there'll always be at least one that requires you to swap. So
There we go.
you're going to have to
perfect
do it.
item.
And you essentially just swap at 2 or 3 stacks of whatever debuff you're getting. One of them is a frontal cone that makes you take extra damage from the cone, and one of them is frost damage that slows you and stacks. And you don't really want to be slowed by more than 30% because there's a lot of moving around in this fight. If the boss are too close to each other, they become invincible. This will happen when you swap, but otherwise try and keep them a little way apart so it doesn't happen. The other mechanics they do is one of them will throw a sword at someone, which will do a little circle on the ground. Don't stand in the circle, and then avoid it as it slowly goes back towards the boss. Melee DPS won't want to attack Narrow Mother of Flames because she's the one with the sword, and the sword will be going towards her after she's thrown it. And it's more annoying to dodge it than it is to just attack the other boss because they don't have a mechanic that does that.
Let me guess, your brother.
Asara will conjure shadow blades that are sort of like the ones on Avatar. They'll just be 3 purple swords floating in the air, but they don't target people. They just fly in the direction they're facing, so don't stand in front of them. And she'll just does random damage to random targets. And finally, Dima will apply a healing absorb shield on random players. When it expires, you are stunned for a duration based on how much of the shield was left. So healers just want to heal that until it's gone so nobody gets stunned. Other than that, roughly every minute and a half, they will use one of 4 super attacks to do with the Titans. These all involve summoning a bunch of ads that need to be killed, but they also have various extra effects. Machinations of Amman Fool summons 4 ads who just put a dot on everyone while they're alive. Their thing is that every 21 seconds they heal to full health, so I'm going to mark one with a skull and one with a cross, and then we're just going to go clockwise and kill them by focusing them down instead of splitting up. Torment of Golganath is sort of the opposite, because when they use this one, you will deal AoE damage to everyone within 2 yards of you, so the whole raid needs to split up, which means you have to attack different targets because you can't be stood next to each other. And naturally, we have a lot of melee. That wouldn't really work if everyone's attacking the same one. Torment of Khazgaroth will summon 8 ads around the edge of the room who will face the middle and shoot a fiery beam into the middle. So you want to get towards the edge of the room. I will put a mark on the floor that we want to run to so that we're all in roughly the same place, because we'll all be taking a bit of AoE damage, even if you're not stood in the beam. That increases the longer we're doing it. And then we'll just run clockwise, killing them. And the last one, Norganon, is the funniest one. In that it just spawns a bunch of old men at each side of the room, which walk forwards into the middle of the room. And if you touch them, you instantly die. So they need to be crowd controlled, so there's kind of breaks in the wall of old men, and then you just want to not stand in them. Also worth remembering is that while it looks like a collapsing box, they are walking from one side of the room to the other, and they don't stop in the middle. So you have to watch them coming the other way and dodge them twice, which caught a lot of people out last time. Once they've walked all the way across, they'll just die. So that one isn't about killing ads, really. You just have to not get killed by them. And basically, you deal with 2 of those big mechanics, they swap. You deal with 2 of the big mechanics, they swap. And then I think if they do it 8 times, they'll enrage and kill us, but that really, there's not really much chance of that happening. So that's skull marks where we're going to run to when I tell you to go to the skull mark, which will be for Amman Fool or Khazgaroth. The other 2 you want to spread out. Well, no, Golganath you want to spread out. Norganon you want to not walk into very slow-moving old people. And otherwise, it's pretty much just don't stand in stuff that looks bad.
Let me check.
I have some feasts because I had to go and buy them because I sent all of my bacon to Medini, and then he decided he was going to be late tonight, so I didn't have any to cook. But that's how it is.
There's only one thing I can think of in that those old men, although they although they only have 1 health, you do have to hit them with something.
Okay,
Don't
it
need
was
to fly.
unclear last night if they were dying. Like last time we did it, it seemed like they were dying on their own, but maybe they have 1 health. Either way, they're not hard to kill when the mechanics.
No, definitely not.
Okay.
Anything that slows, stuns,
Okay, I've got a 100%
knocks back will
1%
work.
mana?
Technically,
Health.
Death Grip works
Okay.
too, but that'll kill you, so that's not a good idea. Just be careful if you're using a knockback not to knock it into someone else. But yeah, anything that slows or stuns them, as long as it makes a gap people can run through, use it.
Okay,
Yeah,
ready
do
to check
you
and
have a
pull
cauldron
timer.
or
Let's go.
something?
I don't. Someone might. If Nick has a cauldron, that'd be useful. I don't know if you do.
Just bring your own fucking flask, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
there we go.
Oh, really? They have a golden? Okay.
Cool.
I think we have just about enough people that you can probably take one, use it, and then grab another one. I think 15 is... It has 30 in it, doesn't it? Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
But regardless, you should have
Yeah,
a
I
flask
think so as well.
for at least this
Ninjaing
first
the
hour.
flask from the
And
guild.
then you should have at least one of your own anyway, to be honest. But yeah,
To the
let's
guild,
give this a
yeah.
go. Yeah, it's unique, but if you use it, you can pick up another one because it's not in your inventory anymore.
Spear, I need to pick up a couple tricks.
Also, I'm just going to use Harris and Bright to start because there isn't really a dangerous phase in this fight.
Who will
that needs
start with
Harrison.
tanking?
Elstrom and Movit are tanking.
Yeah, but who's starting?
There are 2 bosses.
Well, we're going to find out.
Okay, there we go.
Wow.
Melee want to not be on the fire one.
So lag.
Move it dropping. I got lag. Fuck. Where's the melee going? We're all going there. Okay, that's fine. Oh my god. Oh fuck. So busy paying attention to others, I forgot to pay attention about myself. GG. I need to move away from this fucking wall. Okay, I'm lagging way too much. Let me close this. Getting a swamp. Luckily I dang there. Rip logs though, no full buff.
Okay, this one's going to be MN Fool. We want to start the one at the skull and then go clockwise.
What's going on with the lag, for fuck's sakes?
Yeah. Same here. Oh, clockwise.
Nice. Got 2 of them before they healed.
Oh! I'm gonna pop a minor kill down here. Just to top everybody up. Better safe than sorry. Fuck it. I'm gonna use Gift of the Kings to get over this. That should heal everybody up.
Hello? Whoever that was.
Hello, it's me.
Hello.
Who's me? Do I know me?
I don't know. Ontwijk vuur. Oh ja.
Hmm?
Next S is don't
Okay,
go in the
this
middle.
time it's going to be the fire one. So again, go to the skull. Don't stand right on it because that's where the ad will spawn probably. And you'll probably still be in the beam, but near it. when it spawns anyway. Which is now.
Ooh.
Kill the one at Skull and go clockwise.
I was killed
Res
by-
Michael.
Got me. Put out some in here.
Yeah, I think we want to move a little bit in advance because they don't give you very much time.
Enjoy my icy caress before you are frozen solid.
Don't die. Don't die.
Okay, these are both pretty much safe melee to attack because they don't have any melee related abilities.
The next one we have to spread out on.
Yes. If you are stood by even a couple of other people, you may instantly die, so get ready for that. It's not for a little bit yet, but...
Frozen solid.
I got you, Forgan.
Okay, start getting spread out.
Enjoy my icy caress before you are frozen solid.
Dodge those orbs.
Again stunned.
That'll be the, there's a healing absorb shield, and it
Yeah.
stuns you based on how much healing is left on it.
It's like 3 times already after each other.
Oh, I see
Okay,
them.
good
Not
job.
bad.
Those didn't really seem to do anything, so that's nice.
I don't see the debuffs on.
You don't see that? I see
No.
it in DBM.
Oh, on DBM maybe. Yeah, I'm looking at Voodoo right now, so I'm trying to discover the. Damn, it's
The
so
next
laggy
one's
for
going to be
me.
the old guys.
The fun ones.
Enjoy my icy caress before you
I
are
think it's the funniest one.
solid.
Shadow Blades, where are they going? There they go. Wish I could see the debuff on people in my Voodoo, but it doesn't show up for some weird reason.
Enjoy my icy caress before you are frozen solid.
Okay, it'll be in a little bit more than 10 seconds, so just don't stand right at the edge of the room because they might spawn on top of you.
Do we move them back towards the middle bit?
Enjoy my icy caress before you are
Okay, just make sure you don't get caught. Find a way around them. Don't forget they're going to come back towards you again on the other side.
Hellstrom. Heal somebody please.
I got him, don't worry.
Ooh, shit.
Yep, you can kill them now, I think. Or some of them despawned anyway.
They're still walking back.
Yeah, I think they just go away on their own.
No, they're not. They're walking back into the middle.
Oh yeah, just kill them. They are now not invincible. That is how it works.
enjoy my icy caress
There we go.
you are frozen solid.
Just heal people up
I
over
think
there.
my baby toe touched one of them.
If we get another one before they die, it'll be the spreading out one again.
So who
Should
did
we rest someone?
Yes.
Too late.
Tank swap, tank swap.
Enjoy my icy caress before you are frozen solid.
Oh fuck.
Spread out.
Come on, move. I'm lagging to shit. It's horrible.
They're coming straight at you through the storms of Golgari.
Kill these and then we'll kill the boss.
My icy
Whoa!
before you are frozen solid.
child.
Enjoy my icy caress before you are frozen.
Just used the cooldown because of the boss was dead, kinda.
Well, they are.
There we go. Good job.
The souls of the Pantheon are free.
Sometimes was
but
a
they
creature
endure
goes in there.
Oh, God.
suffering. Let me bide with
Oh,
them
I
for
thought
a
it was
time.
proper legendary.
Oh, the cauldron's still up. Someone hasn't taken their second one.
Remain here, mate.
Two
The rest of
piece.
us will go
Frost
on.
relic increases chain
So
heal.
close now. The end.
No, it's a minor upgrade. Yeah, it's got a 925 there. Well, what is going on though with everything else? Warrior, Hunter, Shaman, and Rogue Deathlight Mage Druid drops. Anything for you?
Yeah, I pressed first piece, or piece.
Yeah, I pressed 2 piece.
Well, it's the first one that drops Mithrate for us, so no one can have. Unless they have a bonus roll, of course.
We got a run spinning cruiser now? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering what the hell was going on. I thought it was my lag maybe playing up, I don't know.
The universe sacred to
Well,
the Legion.
Like a mountain.
I still came second. It was,
Second on the.
Who could ever
Oh, what the fuck? I got it?
sacrifice?
Oh shit, sorry, I didn't even realise that was there.
I wasted millennia fighting
Oh
to
damn! It's 950.
really?
Yeah, it's nine. It's what is it? Titan Force or Warforged?
Can we get
Titan
a
Forged.
summon stone for CK?
Yeah, sure.
Oh shit!
950. 950.
by wiping all memory of you from
Grats.
Look at that. The item level. Fucking Titan Forged.
950. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
our new pantheon will join the man.
Did you get any tier? No tier for you? Oh, we got it.
To see it.
Oh, you're taking damage. Gotcha. I'm a little bit rusty today, I feel like. I got the hands as well, right? I don't know if I should swap already. Because here, I'll just anything. Wow, it's actually. What is it?
Right,
is it
can we get a
called?
summon stone, please? If you wanted DPS, Loris, you can now.
Okay.
Probably don't need 4 healers.
From the healing tomb, next healing rain. So, what would change on your hands for? Riptide. Okay. Ah, shit, now I have to.
It's like Azeroth is pretty close in this picture. If you look up.
Ooh, you're right. It's a quite nice skybox.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have looked up if you hadn't told me to. Right, so this boss. I don't know how this one's going to be because there's a fairly important mechanic on heroic that kind of defines how phase 2 and 3 both go almost entirely that isn't present on normal. So if it feels a bit incomplete, that'll be why. And yeah, he can drop a cool transmog sword that looks like his sword. So his interesting mechanic that he still has in normal is when he gets to full energy, he will do a combo of mechanics, sort of like Manaroth in Hellfire Citadel. This is also the tank mechanic, I think. I don't think there's another one. So basically how it works is he will use 5 abilities in a row. So first he will do a big cleave in front of him, which will cause anyone hit by it to take extra damage from that same ability for the next few seconds. It will also probably kill anyone who isn't a tank, so we only want the main tank to get hit by it. Immediately after that, he will do a cone of split damage. So the off tank wants to be stood in the raid who are stacked behind the boss, and so the boss will flip round and hit the whole raid with this mechanic. Then he'll do his initial cone again, so the off tank needs to run to the other side of the boss while the main tank comes and stands with everyone else, so the main tank doesn't get hit by it a second time. Then he'll do his cleave again, so either the off tank can run around or the first tank can just taunt back. And then finally he'll do a big AoE around himself you just want to run away from, but he gives you about like 4 seconds or something really pretty generous to get out of it, so there's not much excuse for getting hit by it. Other than that, you want to spread out when he gives you the Scorching Blaze debuff, and that's honestly about it for phase 1. But he will keep doing his combo in all 3 of the phases where he's active. At 80% and 40%, he'll enter an intermission. He will again make a big AoE circle around him, and he'll walk into the middle to do it. So we don't want to tank him in the middle, because if you tank him in the middle, he will just instantly make this circle appear and kill all of the melee. So that's probably not great. You can't attack him in this phase, and if you try, you'll take damage, so don't do it. You want to dodge orange swirls on the ground and kill fire elementals that will spawn around the edge of the room and run towards him. If they reach him, they'll explode and give everyone a dot. It won't wipe us but if one goes off, but if several do, it's pretty bad. He will also spawn 2 bigger adds that buff nearby little adds so that they move faster and can't be crowd controlled. So one tank wants to pick one of these up each, and we want to kill those 2 because they are pulsing AoE damage the whole time. So basically, mobile DPS kill the little adds, other people kill the big ones, but generally try and slow the little guys, make sure they don't reach him before they get killed. It's a bit like the intermission on Ragnaros, actually, to be honest. But that's a while ago, so I don't know if everyone knows what I'm talking about. Phase 2 is 80 to 40%. It's the same as phase 1, except he also has an ability called Flare that makes a big circle on the ground that'll explode that you just don't want to stand in. And phase 3 is the same as phase 2, except flares will also shoot little lines of fire around them. I'm not sure if they even do that on normal.
I guess.
Phase 2 and 3 might be exactly the same on normal, but they're in heroic. There's a big difference in how you have to deal with the little adds, and they'll be present basically for the whole fight after the first intermission. But on normal, they just die. So phase 2 and 3 can be pretty similar, and they'll also be pretty similar to phase 1. So it is mostly just kill adds when they're up, don't stand in bad stuff, run out when you get a debuff, and make sure you do his combo attack correctly, which is tank only cleave, split damage cleave, tank only cleave again, split damage again, and then run away from the boss. I think only a couple of people died, but I'll put all the feast down anyway, and then we can have a go.
Tanks sort of stack, don't they?
Yes, you want to stack when he is not doing his combo, because he will attack the 2 closest targets to him, and if there isn't anyone else near the tank, he'll just attack you twice. Good point.
Do we have to taunt when he does the combo? Because won't he go immune?
What do you mean? Oh, he isn't immune when he does the combo. You want to, whoever's currently tanking, keep tanking,
the sword on the,
and then you taunt after he does his swing to make him spin around. If that makes sense.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
5, 4,
Allemaal een beetje uitgespreid blijven.
2, 1.
Yeah, that's gonna be
4, 3, 2,
I'm gonna save Heroism for phase 3 because it's theoretically harder. I'm not sure it actually is going to be, but
For those blades pausing, mate. Why are you boys taking so much damage? I seriously don't get why I'm lagging.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Scorching
Got a
blood.
massive hitbox.
2, 1.
No, you're not going there.
okay, stack up behind the boss.
Yeah, that was not behind the boss.
I think we both got hit by his.
Oh, and then we transitioned him before he did the last attack. But yeah, don't try attack him in this phase.
Oh my
Some
god.
ads here. Let's go to the little ads.
Ja, we zijn ermee bezig. Jezus. We lopen naar de bos toe hoor, niet naar jou.
Okay, just kill the big head.
Use a monocle on. Don't stack them. Don't stack.
Don't stack them, they'll buff each other too. I probably should have mentioned that. It's not just the small heads.
Move him away from the middle.
Man.
Okay, stack up behind the boss.
Turn them around. Never mind.
That's a wipe.
Whoa. That one
That was a quick wipe at least.
Jump off, jump off.
And that's the attack we didn't see in phase 1. Yeah, you can either run round into the group or you can have the other tank taunt. I guess you should probably decide which one you're gonna do, because I guess that was probably the problem. It doesn't really matter.
It's clear to me that the tanks don't know what to do here.
You know,
like they did not watch tactics for sure. Well, Moven maybe, but Elstrom doesn't
his second attack is cleave damage anyway, so
yeah, okay,
it should
but still,
it
I
can just
know
hit
that.
both
I'm
the
a
tanks
healer.
and it's fine. So
you know, it's. I mean, I don't.
Well,
know
I mean, I get hit by the first attack, then I move him round. Everyone gets hit by the
so
second.
Torn after he does his split damage then, and then gets the other side of the boss.
Because then we only have to taunt one, so.
That makes sense.
Can the small lads be pushed back?
They can be slowed and stunned, so probably.
Ooh, I ran off an edge.
Oops.
Where the hell am I now, though?
I like this shiny.
I didn't die. I just fell down.
Alright, yeah, you've got to go up the ramp again.
Oh yeah, Kusaf wasn't here the other day either, so he doesn't even know that.
Yeah, there's a boss down there that we already killed.
See, okay, now I am where we were earlier today.
I'm surprised they put that skybox directly above you, because it's pretty easy to miss.
Yeah.
Like, I would just been looking at that shiny thing in front of the boss.
I think that's technically supposed to be Argus, isn't it?
Cool, huh?
Yeah,
I
that
don't
looks
know.
really cool.
We'll find out when he dies, I guess.
This guy is. Like,
Yeah.
There it is. Looks fucking amazing.
Because the other Titan souls look like that in the last boss. The corners.
That's what Eonar looks like as well.
Yeah, yeah. Here's another feast.
Hope we got enough feats for that Medini.
But we seem to be killing him fast enough at least.
Normal doesn't seem to be very hard this go around.
Medini should be here around 9.
Yeah, he was talking about 20, 30 or 9, I don't know.
The
Like
thing
that.
I was looking at said that this mechanic didn't exist in normal, but apparently it does. So you might have seen it. He will summon a couple of pillars of fire and they will just go forwards in the direction that they are pointing. So just don't stand in them. It shouldn't be too hard for melee because you just stand in between them. Range, you might have to kind of look at where they are. And in phase 3, when that massive AoE explodes, some of those will also come out of it. So just look out for those two.
Refugees, let's abuse the guild bank.
That's called Wake of Flame.
Did you repair?
You can mount here, so I can repair.
Ah, yeah.
afterwards.
Mammoth.
Chief is overrated.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh fuck, this comes straight for me. Dodge. I want to heal the melee today. I'm just gonna heal Rune. Man.
Okay, stack up behind the bar. Oh, never mind, he transitioned. Even faster than last time.
You can't knock the ads back. I just tried.
I managed to with Typhoon. Typhoon definitely works for pushback though.
I just used Typhoon. He didn't move.
Well, mine did. The small one.
It might
You
just
need
have
to
been a
aim,
weird
though.
floor thing.
It must have been a pebble in the way.
Well, I'm a Moonkin, maybe it's stronger, I don't know.
Maybe.
Okay, good job.
You may have withstood the flames, but you will not withstand mine.
Oh my god.
Beware.
Oh.
Those look very impressive. They're not a very difficult mechanic, I don't think.
Beware.
Okay, stack up behind the boss.
Oh, spam your tank up. It's
Make
really...
sure this hits the raid.
Okay.
And again.
Fuck it.
Gonna run away, right?
And then get out.
Oh.
Yeah, you have a full 6 seconds to get out of there.
Yes. Look at all those healers fighting for first place.
Ik had er nou naast mij staan, serieus.
No escape.
Oh, crap.
That flare up though. Ooh. Ah, that's funny shit. Scotch in place. Just put it on the edge of the.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Heal.
Okay, stack up behind the boss.
Nice, that was perfect for me.
And even knocks you back first.
Yeah, my reaction's still to charge in though. Whoops.
Okay, those transitions are exactly the same.
Let's deal with some ads. Put that down there. Let's put that down there. in a very bad position here since we... Oh, nobody's attacking this ad, really? Right, time to use a cooldown and heal everybody the fuck up. Oh my lord. Stay here for 1 second. Freaking mages.
And this is exactly the same as phase 2, except those big
Taking
circles
so much
will
damage.
have lines coming out as well.
Strong.
So look
Fuck
out.
you. Oh, I run it. There's a panic. Oh fuck.
And there are more.
Oh, that's not the best too.
It's not too bad though.
I'm fuck. I can't get there. I can't get there. I can't get there on time. Stick.
Get behind the boss.
There we go. Oh.
And again, you almost run to him.
It's tempting.
How far is he? Oh, he's almost dead already. This is the entire fight on normal. It's pretty boring actually.
Oh, 3 naast elkaar.
Yeah, I saw that happening.
I reckon in heroic those are going to be really fast. Those lines.
In
Yeah, they're
heroic,
pretty
the
fast
ads
already.
are a lot more of a problem as well, but they didn't matter much in normal.
I'm just gonna use cooldown for the fuck of it.
Okay, stack up. Well, it's about to die anyway. I'm not scared.
There he goes.
Ooh, I got a legendary. Ooh.
2 people did, in fact.
Did it. Agrimar's essence is free. He can stand
And we got 5 items. Oh no, one of them is just the quest item.
So long as Sargeras has the soul of Argus to
on the
fuel his
piece.
And that one should not have been votable.
Azeroth remains
Whoops.
in grave peril. The Titans can sever that connection, but not here.
Don't I have
They
that
need to
already?
bring the soul of Argus to their place of power.
Okay.
The seat of the Pantheon. The very cradle of creation. The final act will harness the last of Argus's power to
Got the
imprison
trinket.
Sargeras once
From a
and
bonus
for
roll.
all.
Nice.
Heroes,
That's kind of
I
cool.
can signal the Titans to begin.
Hmm?
Ik had ook een legendary.
Once they start their ritual, no turning back.
What kind of legendary did you got?
Wrist for.
This is your Icelands. Oh yeah, cool. Oh, that's a really good one for Frost. That's not too bad. What did Rune got? Your attacks that cause an additional 3% damage to above now and heal you for 100% damage done. It's more of a tanking thing? Say? I don't know. It's a healing one. It sucks anyway. You got new feet. 930s for disenchant.
Yeah, I already have 935.
Okay.
We did some enchant stuff already. Oh.
Apparently nobody wants cloth shoes.
So, where to go now? Huh?
Oh, I'm sharing with the monk as well, yeah, with Michael. Yeah, you got the helm. Nice, gross.
Now, where do we actually go next?
Talk to Magni.
Aha, he's just under the boss, you're right.
Okay, here we go, find the boss.
Our time time is now, hero.
Where's Magni?
He's white.
Oh, there he is.
I speak for Azeroth.
Speak for Ezra.
All right, everybody, hold on.
Oh, that's actually our raid. That's pretty cool.
Buckley.
I could see you standing behind me.
The seeds of the Pantheon. That which you have stolen will be your undoing. Rise, Argus. Rise,
Neat.
my broken
Oh my god,
Cool cinematic.
look at the whole
Yeah.
total, these guys.
I did see it, but the big screen is always nicer to see it.
I like them all like lounging in this boss area as well, in exactly the same pose.
Some people just die.
Not all
Yeah, I'm
of
not
them.
quite sure why 3 of you died.
Argus
Alright.
didn't like you.
Oh, I died.
So, are they like alive again now?
Who knows?
Yeah, didn't we
Maybe.
literally just kill Agrimar?
I think we just beat some sense into him.
Yeah, it didn't really like tell us properly, did it?
Hello.
There's one here, empty
Just
at
in
least.
time.
Hooray.
What was that?
Only Aeonar
Can we have a
is
summon
sitting
stone?
differently.
Is it
by the
Mendini?
way.
Yeah, about that. I don't even
I
know
think
where
all of them are using the same skeleton as
Yeah,
Odin, except Eonar.
Who did just come in?
Medini.
She has.
Yeah.
to,
Okay,
doesn't
cool.
she?
How many bosses did we kill?
Golganeth is mirrored.
We've just got to Argus.
Oh, neat.
We
Just
one-shot
in time.
both the other bosses too, but
Nice.
Gasgaroth is here.
Little bit of
Golganeth.
Success.
Eonar, which we just helped. Norganon. Why is nobody...
How was
So-
Agrimar?
Agrimar.
he's pretty fun, apart from the fact that all the phases are pretty much identical on normal. They'll have real mechanics when we do it for real on heroic. But anyway, this phase has, or this boss has 4 phases, or 3 phases and an intermission phase, whichever you would rather describe it as, all of which are different. So at least it's not like Agrimar, where they are essentially the same phase.
Nee, zeker niet.
In phase 1 and also phase 2, he has a cleave, which is 180 degrees in front of the boss, which you do not want to stand in, unless you are the tank. It applies a stacking effect. I'm not exactly sure when you want to swap on, so I'm just going to open another guide to check.
What's the dwarf called again?
Marnie?
Mi-
But you'll want to swap at some point. And yeah, that
Magni.
sounds about right.
Magni.
So everyone wants to be stacked behind the boss, including the off tank, with just the main tank in the 180 degree area in front of the boss. At 100 energy, he will turn and place a Cone of Death ground effect on a random player, but it will be on top of us because we'll be stacked. This will not go away for the whole of the phase 1, and it will kind of just cut off a big chunk of the arena. So we want to be stacked. Every time he uses this, we want to move slightly clockwise. Easy enough. He will slowly fill up the room, but he should transition long before we actually run out of space. Periodically, he will. The Titans will spawn 2 orbs called Gift of the Sky and Gift of the Sea. Gift of the Sky will give you a mastery buff if you stand in it.
Crit
The
and
Gift of the
mastery.
Sea will give you a versatility buff if you stand in it. In fact, Sky is crit and mastery, and C is haste and versatility.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you so.
It lasts for 1 minute and stacks, so every time they use this,
Oh,
you can
yeah.
get another stack. But if you stand in the other orb, it will remove all of your stacks of the other buff. So basically, you want to keep making sure you run into the same one every time, so you can get the buff that you want. You have to figure out for yourself which buff is better for your class, because I don't know. But you probably know which stats you like. Every so often, he will also cast Soul Blight Orbs on some random players. This will make more Death Fog at the time. Yeah, I like Haste and Mastery as well, but you got to pick one. These will spawn more permanent fog when they expire, so you just want to run to the back of the room when you've got it. And especially, sometimes he does it at the same time as the group will be moving, so just make sure you aren't dropping it on the group as he does it. I think that's it for phase 1, which lasts until he gets to 70% health.
The hidden satire.
Once he gets to 70% health, there will be the storm.
No, I don't know
Titan
how.
guy
I told
will
him
make
to
a big
talk to you for a
storm that
second
will
chance.
clear all the death
He's
fog
like,
off
no,
the
I don't know
platform,
how to talk to girls.
But it also turns the outside of the arena into a death zone, so you want to be stood in the middle bit of the platform until that goes away. Otherwise, it might kill you. He will continue using his 180-degree cleave, so the tanking stuff is mostly the same, but his other mechanics are all different. He will summon an increasing number of scythes. The longer this phase goes on, the more he summons. These just
Open his fucking
spawn
trade
somewhere
train.
and then fly towards him.
Open his trade
Oh no,
train.
sorry, I'm wrong. They draw a line, and then you don't want to stand in that line. So it'll hurt you and knock you back, and it's bad, so don't get hit by that.
Stunning.
His other
Here.
mechanic is that he will apply a debuff called Soul Burst to a couple of players, and a debuff called Soul Bomb to one player. This is a dot, and when it expires, it will deal a load of damage to you, and the amount that it deals is less the further away you are from the explosion. So the person who it is targeted by it will take all the damage, and everyone else will take less, because you will run to a corner of the room that I will have marked. Because it'll be on 2 players, you'll want to run to different corners. Soul Bomb is another debuff that's exactly the same, except it does a lot more damage and will instantly kill any non-tank player, which is a problem because he doesn't cast it on tanks. To deal with this, one of the tanks will periodically get a buff called Avatar of Agrimar, which increases your health by 100%, lets you run faster, and also redirects all damage taken by nearby players to you. So
Why is bot
the
in fucking
tank who
Solomon
gets
City?
this, when Soul Bomb is cast, they want to stop tanking the boss, run to the player who gets Soul Bomb, and they will take all of the damage instead.
You're going to have a designated mark for that.
Yes. So, we're going to want to tank the boss
Soul Bomb. Can you not just walk into the tank?
roughly where the square, the skull is.
Soul Bomb, can you not just
We're going to
walk
want
into the
Soul
tank
Bomb to go
because
to
you
the
shed all
cross,
damage, or just only by
and
one
we're going to
player?
want the other 2
I don't know,
to
I'm not
go
sure.
to the circle and a diamond, and the raid will be in the middle of the room. And that means we should be taking minimal damage from the explosions. This phase lasts till 40%, at which point the boss will explode into 8 ads, which we have to fight. Oh, 7 ads.
All nearby players.
It's shared.
They have 3 different abilities,
No, he will.
and periodically 2 of them will gain
damage, but
armor,
then it will be too much if he
and
gets all
they
the
need to be
damage from the
tanked.
boss
The other
effect,
ones will just be
so-
casting ranged
yeah.
spells.
Yeah.
A notable thing about these ads is that shortly after they spawn, they are all debuffed by a different debuff, which increases the magic damage they take from a random school of magic by 200%. So if your class chiefly does one kind of spell damage, like fire, you want to attack the one that takes more fire damage, because you'll be doing double damage to it. The spells that they have are Star Blast, which is their kind of auto attack. In Heroic, you don't want to interrupt it because interrupting them makes them immune to interrupts. In Normal, as long as you still have your interrupt for their other more important casts, it's fine. Just interrupt whatever. Cosmic Beacon is their major damage spell that will probably kill people if it goes off. So that is one you actually really need to interrupt. And we want melee to be generally sort of split across the ads if possible because they have the best interrupts. So just look out for that specific spell. And Cosmic Ray will join 2 players together and deal damage to anyone in between them. Just don't get hit by it. The 2 ads that need to be tanked, one of them will have Sword of the Cosmos, which means it needs to be dragged into the middle of the room because it will buff any ad that was in 20 yards of it. And one of them just does melee attacks, so that's Blade of the Eternal. So the tank who picks that one up, just drag it on top of a different ad so you can get cleaved. This will change, like the ad that has a weapon will change periodically and they'll teleport and swap places, but they won't instantly, like, they will instantly gain an aggro table that is the same as the one they already have. So sometimes melee will just get hit in the face and it's bad. And I don't think, unless they fixed it because they record the video I saw was from PTR, you don't really have, there's nothing you can really do about that. Sometimes melee will just get auto attacked and whatever. If they die, it's actually not as bad as it sounds because as long as we clear this phase, in phase 4, everyone who is already dead will be resurrected because as soon as you kill all of the ads, everyone in the raid dies. Phase 3, which is 40 to 0%, so until we kill him, is mostly concerned with a weird mechanic about being dead. If you die in phase 3, then it'll be sort of like you are dead and have released spirits. Your ghost can run around the platform.
Oh, no.
And there are a bunch of ghost ads that will knock you back and slow you down. If you run your ghost to a big tree that A&R spawns, you will come back to life, which is important because there are mechanics in phase 3 that will instantly kill you. And it also means if anyone's dead in phase 1 and 2, but we get to phase 3, they'll come back to life. So it's still bad and don't die, but if you die in the intermission, it could be worse.
Do we need to focus one healer on keeping the tree up if they're still alive?
Yes. The way the tree works is that every time someone comes back to life, it loses some energy. Once it runs out of all of its energy, every time someone comes back to life, it will gain a stacking dot. And if it dies, it's dead and we can't come back to life anymore. I guess Zicane...
It can be.
Yeah, it can be healed, which is the important part. Zicane, I guess you can be in charge of healing the tree, and then if you need help, shout out about it. But because it will lose more and more health the more people die, and people will die because that's mechanics. I'm pretty sure it loses HP in normal. Pardon?
We'll just see how that one goes then. See how it works.
Yeah. I don't know how fast it'll lose health, or if it's going to be as much a problem in normal as it will be on heroic, so we'll just see.
That's where we save heroism for.
Yes, we want heroism in the last phase, just so that...
Oh, are people still awake?
Sweeping Scythe continues, but unlike in phase 1 and 2, the debuff doesn't have a duration, so this time you will essentially tank the boss until he kills you, and then the off-tank will taunt. Soul Burst and Soul Bomb continue, but tanks aren't buffed for Soul Bomb, so if you get targeted by Soul Bomb, you will die. You still want to run to the corners of the room that are marked, though, so that you don't explode the whole raid.
Yeah, I'm not going to eat that.
And he will periodically spawn ads called reorigination devices. They slowly die on their own, but they have an AoE circle that will grow the longer they are alive, and when they die, that's area will explode. So we want to kill them faster so that circle doesn't cover like most of the room.
So after phase 1, the boss is just going to be tanked against the wall, facing the wall, right?
Yes. When you kill a reorigination device, it will spawn an orb in the spirit worlds that dead players can collect, and it will buff everyone who is currently alive. So if you are killed by mechanics while you're running back to the tree, pick up some of these orbs, especially if you're a tank, because when you're a tank, there's not really a big rush to get back because the other tank's going to be alive for a while. So this is a good time to pick up a bunch of orbs and then get back out.
Let's see if we can control rune.
The scythes do run out on normal unless the journal's line.
Maybe they do. Yeah, it still says 15 seconds.
15 seconds.
So it specifically says forever in heroic, so
you're right. Well,
yeah.
You might as well keep tanks dropping then, because there's no point dying more than we need to. So there we are. And finally, the least kind of complicated mechanic is that he'll spawn a lot of blue swirls on the ground that hurt a lot, but it's a lot of blue swirls, so it's going to be a real pain in the ass. Just try not to get hit by them. But yeah, to go over that again, phase 1, we will move slowly clockwise around the room. If you get the debuff, drop it at the back of the room. Phase 2 and 3, soul burst, go to circle and diamond. Soul bomb, go to cross. Dodge scythe. Was that the enemy? I think that's it really. Phase 3, kill the ads. Focus the one that takes more damage from you. Interrupt cosmic beacon if you can. Don't stand in the beams. And phase 4, dodge a lot of things, kill the ads, and if you die, pick up orbs and come back to life as soon as you can.
So you must be the tree in order to heal.
It's a lot of fight, but we'll see how it goes.
That was a fucking Bible, man.
And yeah, heroism in the last phase.
I'm not touching heroism. Fuck off. They can do it by themselves. Where are we going? I can't believe my eyes are actually pulling. Where are we going? Where are we going? Did we talk this over? Was this in the Bible? Did I miss something? What?
Yeah, if you could move back a bit towards the middle for this phase, that'd be good, because it just means we'll have more room.
Don't fucking surprise me like that. God damn. I need this one, I believe. Crit monastery? Yeah, you need the blue one, you know that, right?
Yeah, I do.
You got it?
Yeah, I do. But
be sure to get your orb buff.
I really
Look up behind it.
Where tank?
Move to the right. Run to the back if you've got soul blight.
Whoa, 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 whoa. My screen just flipped on me, my... Keep... I'll heal the range, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, move to the right. Run to the back if you get soul blight.
Oh fuck. Yeah, I got soul blight. Oh my god. Fuck! I need to get my fruit stack. Pick up your stacks from the... yeah. Cone of Death, dodge.
And move over again.
Come on, come on, come on.
Wait, what's going?
I don't fucking know. What? Soul blight on him.
Ja, maar dat moet je achter ons neerleggen, niet daar. Je moet je naast de cirkel neerleggen.
Pick up your...
Okay, we'll get phase 2 now.
Now you...
Holy crap, dat is echt bijna geen raar.
Get into the mid... Oh, okay, I guess we want to be right in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
That's even more of the room than I remember it covering in the video. We might just want to wipe that. Lost a lot of people there. But yeah, we want to keep him in the middle for phase 1, really, because the cones just get pretty big otherwise.
That visual effect confused me. I'm not sure what it was trying to tell me.
Yeah, it kind of looked like it was covering all of the room, to be honest.
Yeah, it did.
Just yeah, sit with the soul bomb in the raid. I don't know.
As we go stack on the boss.
Stand in this nice swirly deal.
Also, I think what would be
That one
useful
will.
is if the person who gets the first of all, we all want to be stacked on the same side of the boss. Although to be fair, there was some confusion because obviously we were moving the boss around, which is fine. But we'll try and stay in the same place this time. We'll go counterclockwise, I guess.
Yeah.
I just like heading to the right. and to the
Please
left.
do try to die instead of dodging the mechanics.
If the person who gets the storm debuff could stand slightly behind the raid, and the person who gets the C debuff could stand slightly further back or to the right. Yeah, in fact, if you get the C debuff, stand to the right. If you get the storm debuff, just stay near the raid. Then they'll be in a consistent place every time, which will make it a bit easier to pick the right one.
Oh, can you give me assist so I can...
Good idea.
Alright.
Don't know if Elstrom is AFK or not, but you just release here. Just saying.
Is that correct?
Yeah, just slightly behind the group.
back of the raid, yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be towards the back, it just has to be behind where everyone's stacked.
So which one is which?
C is the watery looking one, and Storm is the lightningy looking one.
Yeah, it's harder to describe than that, but I think it will appear on your screen which one you've got as well.
Man, this was
yeah, not forwards. I think it's to the right, like where we are going to go next time we move. And it will despawn before he uses his cone attack. Not in front of the group.
You should sign up. Oh wait, you're not coming to the last raid, so I'll just have to do those. Yep.
Yeah, so this
But
one's
yeah, phase 1 didn't look too bad.
How does this buff thing work? So he puts it on a player, or what?
Yeah. Every so often it'll spawn on a player.
Yeah, every so often.
10.
Yeah. He'll give one player storm buff and one player sky buff. No, one player gift to the sky and one player gift to the sea, and then about 4 seconds after that, the orbs will spawn where that player is currently standing. So you can pick where they spawn.
Come on, let's ball. I want to kill him. There's a bit more speed in his run.
We're putting the soul bomb on the cross, right?
What?
53%.
Yeah, the
bottom 53?
big one goes to cross, and the off tank goes there as
shit,
well.
that was actually
Or
pretty
the
good.
tank who has the buff. Rather.
Well, Norma's like such
the
an
other
easy
two go to the
difficulty.
other 2 marks.
I really want to get into heroics, get some decent gear. The faster we clear this on the heroic, the faster we can have a break until the next expansion. Play Arc and shit. That was I'm gonna stay here. I'm just waiting with casting heals until we decide on what we're doing.
So drop C behind us, guy to the right.
Is that C?
Stack up behind the boss.
I just don't.
Run backwards if you get the debuff. Takes a while to expire on normal, doesn't it?
You're saying that's a bad thing?
No.
Almost sounded like it.
Well, it was a bad thing for me because that means I wasn't attacking the boss. Okay, move to the right. Move back if you get the debuff.
We lost C game. Belarus C game maybe?
Watch out for the sea and storm ones.
Solaros can get me up.
Res Decane.
Get into the circle, please.
Okay, get right into the middle of the room in this circle. Unless you have the debuff, in which case drop that off and then get into the middle of the room. Right in this inner circle. There we go. Get behind the boss. Then we'll get the boss to skull, and then we're good.
Lend these mortals your strength, brother.
Okay, soul bomb to cross. Others to the other 2 mark.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
Ignore the marks DBM puts in your head. I don't know what those are about. Well, one of them is diamond, the other one is cross, which is wrong. But that's fine.
Soul Burst was...
Soul Burst is niet dat kras. Alleen de bom moet nog worden.
I think the tank needs to get to the bomb.
No, he doesn't always make it.
Oh, right, it doesn't do it every time. Okay. Sometimes it is just a little one. Fair enough.
Cross, right?
Yeah, that's a lot bigger than the other ones, isn't it? Now we need a tank for Soul Bomb.
No one's on the soul bomb.
It takes ages to go on.
Not that long.
Well, I was waiting there for ages.
I had to go to the cross, right?
Yeah, the tank didn't get there in time. Sorry.
Okay. That's fine.
When's our next battle res up?
When we kill these ants. So.
Man.
Time answers to
What's going on? Shoot down.
the one force that can bind your relentless fury.
Time to die?
Okay,
Oh, no.
so interrupt beacon.
Where's the Yats?
The one with Sword of the Cosmos needs to be tanked in the middle.
The blue one.
The other one can be tanked on top of any other ads, but I guess in the middle works too.
You need to focus the ones that are actually active.
No, honestly, it doesn't really matter.
You can see when they're casting beacon, they do a huge thing. That's that gigantic pillar thing.
It's hard to tell which takes bonus damage from your School of Magic, but that's when you want to focus. Yeah, that is pretty noticeable. Oh no, that's Cosmic Ray.
It's the other noticeable one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where it is as well. Kinda busy right now.
Yeah, I can see that too.
I'm gonna
These ads actually swapping. It doesn't look like they have.
I think they swap if they die.
Yeah, probably, and maybe not on normal anyway.
I could see why you'd want to focus the ones in the middle because they get unstacking buff.
Yeah.
Time for Pykel to get a battle res.
We didn't need to battle res Pykel because he would have come back to life right now. Oh well. I guess we won't need it phase anyway.
Every time the tree resurrects someone, it gets a dot.
Yeah,
does
yeah.
damage to it.
So
Just be aware of that.
Yeah, but everyone dies now, so it wouldn't add next.
Oh yeah.
That sure was an anime death.
Wow. That's the difference between the Lich King and this one.
I think we bugged it. It's broken, but we all died.
Life still flickers within these mortals. Arise, champion.
This is just like the Illidan fight.
Release.
Release and run to a tree. And don't run into these weird things. And watch out for blue swirlies. What a good time to get 5 buffs.
Okay, don't stand in front of the boss. Move the boss back towards Skull again. Kill these orb. In fact, put the boss between Skull and Cross, because an orb spawns here apparently.
Man, like, are you looking as well?
Yeah, don't be in that void zone.
Don't be in the zone when the orb dies, yeah.
Oh, luckily I had a cooldown already. The lag is horrible. Luckily you get all your mana back. Fucking A.
But yeah.
Yeah. Well done, juice potion.
At least.
Somewhere still to cross.
There's no bomb. No big.
Yeah, just there's no bomb. Just go to a marker.
It's the next set.
The next set also just go to a marker because you will die if you get soul bomb. No one will save you. Kill the orb.
And then you just run to the tree again.
Range,
Yeah.
get the one behind the bar.
Fuck it.
Whoops. Wow, they big. How big?
Yeah, we need to get
The slower you are at killing them, the bigger they get.
Release and run to the tree quick.
Grab some orbs while you're in there.
Let me reposition myself. I got soul bomb. Now what?
I'm just gonna stay and grab orbs.
Let me use personal. What?
It's Elstrom's buff, look at it. Type before.
Where's the tree? Where's the fucking tree? I don't see the
we
tree.
need to stagger the resurrection
Fuck,
because
there's a
that
tree.
tree just went.
No, that's just how it works. We just
remember to kill the modules.
Kill these orbs. Kill these orbs.
That far one isn't dying.
Yeah, the range need to get on those pretty quick, but we don't have a lot of range, so.
There was no tree anymore.
I mean, we still have some people alive. Let's keep going. 6%. Nope. Keep going.
Yeah.
Can we do something in the spirit world to help?
No. I mean, you can collect orbs for people who are still alive, actually.
Yeah.
But I don't know if there are any now.
I don't think so, yeah. We got them all.
So many of us dead, so we got them all.
This guy, we wiped, but I think he's no kill Jaden on normal.
Nope.
So yeah,
you did
priority
pretty
is
good.
killing
You
those
was
orbs when
fourth.
they spawn. I will try and
You were
shout
fourth
it out because it isn't
on my
super
meter.
obvious when they appear.
Yeah, you did pretty good.
And yeah, we'll kill the ones in the middle first, I think, because I guess they just don't swap until they die.
Can you kill the
What, the what?
Like when you're dead?
No, when you're dead, all you can do is come back to life and collect the orbs that the orbs spawn when they die.
Yeah.
It's a short cast time after they die, but if it's got big, then it's iffy. Obviously, kill the ones that are near melee first if you're melee, because then they'll only have small ones, and that's where you'll be stood most of the time anyway.
Should we not tank him in the middle so that just in case an orb spawns on the
No, because he has a 180-degree cleave, so he will hit people if he's in the middle when they're killing the orbs.
I love how this boss looks though. He's so fucking badass.
It's not like we're taking too long to kill the boss though, so you know, if we do run away as melee and help kill the orb.
Yeah,
for sure.
Downtime isn't going to matter too much, I don't think.
Yeah.
Did we just have the both ads that had a weapon in the middle?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, I think that was a bad idea.
Yeah, take the ad that doesn't buff the other ads to a different ad, otherwise it's getting buffed by the one it stood next to.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, because our things were getting clobbered.
The on-death AoE grows pretty slowly at the start, so if you kill the orb fast enough, you can just get out of it, because it takes a bit to cast as melee. So you should be hitting the orbs as melee.
Yeah, that's cool.
Storm to the right, see behind us.
hebben ook niet genoeg erin.
Stack right behind the boss.
Nope.
Waarom staan mensen niet meer?
Okay, step to the right.
I don't know, we're kind of melee range right now.
Ja, dat moet ik wel, maar soms staan links.
See in Storm, watch where you are. You're right next to each other right now.
Fuck, did I go the wrong
Yeah, if
one?
you can move it back a little bit, because we want to be stood right behind the boss ideally.
Soul Blights. Yeah.
It doesn't make it super obvious when you get buff, but keep an eye out.
You guys are fucking mental.
Should get a battle res for Slurs maybe.
Yep,
Wait
get right
until
into the middle.
this, though.
Do you want the res?
Yes, please.
Alright, Skull.
That's a little bit late. Too close.
You want to get to the cross, not to the other one. There you go.
Nice hop.
Ouch.
You can reincarnate?
No. Oh well, I think I ran out of healing range, so that's my own fault, I guess. Or I got hit by a scythe and then ran out of healing range. I'll be alive after transition anyway. Soul Bomb, tank get to cross.
Oh, I just taunted.
Don't run up.
Yeah, you had to, he just told it.
Ja, nee, maar ik heb toch de rest op de nee.
Fuck it.
Soul Burst or Soul Bomb?
Back to,
Soul Bomb is the one that needs to get to cross. But there isn't a Soul Bomb this time. Okay, and it's about to be transition time. Soul Bomb's still here. Stay away from cross.
Yeah, I mean it's covered. Yeah.
Soul Burst's trying to be next to each other either.
The one force that can bind your relentless fury.
Put the one with Sword of the Cosmos in the middle. Get the other one on top of any other ad.
Does it have to be on top of an egg?
I mean, there's no reason for it not to be. You can cleave, the melee can cleave then.
So why did I die? There's a melee ad that's punching us and hasn't been taunted that we just killed, but one of the ads went melee and was not taunted.
One of them's casting Beacon. Good job. Beacon again. Oh, you got it.
Do they not swap or?
They don't swap on
when they
normal.
die.
I mean, both the melee died and they haven't swapped, so...
Or maybe they just get them on normal and don't swap, you're right.
Yeah.
This favours dark classes so much.
Especially as one of them was taking double shadow damage.
One of them's casting beacon in the back.
Affliction and Shadow Priests both do.
It's all good.
It's a really good time to get mana back.
You're struggling with mana right now?
Exactly, that's
Oh yeah,
that's
you're
what he's
just gonna
saying.
die. Don't use a battle race.
No, but I do have one.
Oh,
that's good.
I was resurrected so he could kill me.
Yeah,
that's pretty
does
funny.
that too. So polite.
Ja, men was de bond wel langer in leven geweest.
It's the ultimate insult. You're dead, but now you're alive. Now you're dead again.
Oh, we lose our food buff. How rude.
Oh, well, if you have an endless augment rune, you can just...
Can I just stay in and grab orbs?
Yeah, but you can't food buff back.
No, because they don't spawn that frequently.
Yeah,
it's only
really
when the
don't.
ads die.
And we
People
need
get
your
killed
ranged
by-
DPS on the ads also.
Yeah, also we need ranged it alive. We have loads of melee. Get him to skull.
The hero?
Orbs are about to spawn. Or not, my timer seemed to be off.
Mine too, so that's just DBM.
I'll just watch for him. Well, I kind of would have expected to do it by now, as he has lost half his health.
Maybe he's bugged. Nope, there they are.
Okay, kill his orb.
Fucking.
And that was only 2, so it'll be 4 next time.
Fuck, died.
Anyone who's dead, grab orbs in the spirit world.
You know what I used? I used my what's it called? I used my Ankh. Just automatically as a reaction.
Well, then the trees were alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Orb up.
Soul bomb.
Get to the corners with soul, whatever debuff.
Soul bomb. Still to cross.
Lots of orbs.
Much better on the orbs this time. Ow. Although soul bomb hurt a lot.
Oh dear.
Gets the tree quick before it died. And that's pretty much all we can do.
Oh, rip me. I'm on orb duty now, I guess.
We have enough people to kill him.
Can actually rest someone.
Use health stones if you need to.
Res Merdini, I guess.
Use personals.
Oh, can no longer resurrect during combat. Battle reses are disallowed.
Rip.
Good job,
Hey,
guys. That was a bit easier than kill Jaden.
Look, it's Illidan.
Oh, Illidan is back again.
Who gets their legendaries?
Illidan, we've done all we can. Every choice, every sacrifice has led me to this moment. To face him once again. You are not coming with us. The hunter is nothing without the hunt. Did you not see this fate, prophet? Fate? Our survival was never in fate's hands. Light be with you, Illidan Stormwraith. Brother, your crusade is over.
Well, I think he hates us.
21 years.
Sure. Hey, I got the trinket.
Hey, 21
Nice.
YOLO, bro. Dude, yeah.
Pro tip: die during the fight and don't come back. That's obviously the strat.
Let me get that.
Oh, and Seraphina got the cool appearance stuff.
Oh, nice.
I would have preferred the trinket personally.
Yeah.
You got a polearm too, though, Matt.
I don't think anyone got it, did they?
Got a polearm.
Yeah,
Let
it's
me
been a
into
while
the
since
chest, please, or I can't give the loot out.
Since I streamed, man,
Thank you.
and I'm kind of looking for something. Maybe we should pick up Skyrim again. I don't know.
Ooh.
Chain heal.
Oh, is that it?
Only 3 items. We got 5 off. Oh no, we only got 4 off Agrimar. 1 was the quest item.
Let's see.
Just not quite at the number that we'll always get for.
Oh, I got 945 neck piece. That ain't bad.
950. This is on live, right? Yeah, I'm gonna need on that.
Yeah, high five.
I know what you mean, 21 YOLO, bro. I miss a Skyrim vids. I might pick it up. I'm thinking about starting streaming again, but
the new one from the quest.
yeah, it's all complicated.
Yeah, that is part of the legendary
Where?
set.
I turned one question.
The Amon
I got the ring.
That's the one that's to be on its own.
Bring Illidan's crystal to the people in place
That
closest to
ring.
him.
Is that we can wear it additionally or
Nope,
not?
it's mostly just for ults, to be honest.
Okay.
I knew I would not be returning from it.
But it is soulbound.
Face my destiny, whatever it may hold. Yet, I have left certain matters unsettled. Old wounds that I would see mended. This crystal bears 2 messages.
That is kind of cool
One
looking.
is for my brother Malfurion, the other for Tyrande. I am trusting you to deliver them on my behalf.
A quest.
Champion. When they have heard
Oh, did you not get the quest beforehand?
the crystal atop Mount Hyjal, on the
No.
shores of the Well of Eternity. You have witnessed echoes of my past, hero. I ask your help to put these final matters to rest.
Is this the normal one? Oh, there is a quest in the back.
Hey, we did it. Now,
And it is level 1000.
now it's time to
Even
do
though I
heroic.
told it so there wasn't. I
So
get
yellow, the old
48.4
problem
billion
with
out of
streaming is that is my real life situation, which I don't want to go into detail in.
Do I spend that on?
We
But-
are gonna have a short break for 10 minutes, and then we're gonna go and have a go at heroic. So, I don't know if we'll have time to do that quest you just got, but
Who knows?
you could try if you want, or you can just go and sit outside and wait until we go back in.
Is this the normal
Oh, that's the scythe?
version of the...
This is we're still in the instance right now.
Okay, so
That's
I'm
a
not...
pretty cool one.
Monday.
Yeah, I love that.
There's probably still a Dalaran portal downstairs. I don't know. The trait forge still works.
And the tree sellers are still there.
No, Zigan got the... Okay. So we might pick up Skyrim again. I'm just looking for a time to stream and time to do stuff. Have any upgrades at all?
But yeah, I will make a timer for 10 minutes, and then we'll have a look at the first few bosses on heroic. Hopefully it'll be a little bit harder.
What's my lowest relic right now? 915, 925, 915. So life.
But
and
don't
life?
forget to upgrade one of your legendaries.
Yeah, if you have
Probably afford that now.
I already did.
Frost.
I'm on my second.
I already have my second done.
Yeah, same here. I got both of them done already.
Right, no competition. I've not done one yet.
Okay, that was shit. How do I get out of here right now?
There was someone in the middle. Someone you could. Oh, you're on the Funny.
That was quite a cool ending.
Hmm?
There.
You're on the Funny.
Yeah, I like the cinematics.
Hey.
That's where I ended.
Sargeras
Can you
looks
talk
pretty
to
cool.
somebody over there and then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I teleported back.
I'm assuming that the
Where?
sword in the
So who
ground
can I
is
talk to?
something to do with the
No,
next expansion,
there.
the
I
Dying
was
World
in
and all that
the
stuff.
instant, and then I
You should be able to go see
Oh
it.
no,
now.
I got.
Some nice
yeah.
little lore if you talk to people.
Oh, hold on.
Choices,
I
and
can
then
just.
chose one.
Where
But
was
I can't
it to?
use the thing. Fuck.
Still a fuss.
Ah, okay, that's where. Yeah, that's all the news.
That's where the sword is.
Yeah, yeah.
You could have talked to people in the Vindicar, which I should have done, but hey, we'll get there
I'm
next
doing
time.
it. Romul's like, all the ship upgrades were worth it, right? And then you obviously like don't say anything, and he's like, "Aw."
Ah.
Like that I can check my mail on this
Can you
IndyCar.
see if,
You can take the
no,
portal to
you have to-
Dalaran too, so I'm assuming.
No, that's okay.
You can also
Is it
talk to
still-
Romul to.
Yeah, Asmus
teleport
Romul
you
is
to
back up.
Dalaran. Interestingly enough. What a friendly guy.
It will be useful
I need to check something as well.
once we've unlocked the instant teleport on heroic, in that then you can go and upgrade any relic you happen to get in the instance.
That will be kind
Handy.
I got another 2 seals as well, which is nice. I wasn't going to use them, but the trinkets were too much temptation.
Mm-hmm.
And I want it, so you know it's not too bad. I don't have to try and do that again. You have terrible luck with the trinkets. Watch now.
Another legendary. Jeez, what do I do with all those?
Hooray, at least Golgoneth's is better than my Spectre of Betrayal.
I'm a bit envious, but we'll kill him again.
And then when a bunch of us have those trinkets, they'll get even better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nice. Unfortunately, I'm fairly sure my 935 Spectre is still worse than my 895 conversions.
Oh, another fun fact. All the dying in the last section
Yeah.
gives you a big repair bill.
Oh boy. Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah, we need to. We're working on that. Especially with that in mind, yeah. It's gonna have to be increased a bit, I think.
Mm-mm.
It's a meanie, but yeah, I don't mind paying the stuff, but when you see it, you don't.
Yeah, when we've got it on farm for sure.
No, I mean, but just wait, we'll make you die in an instance. That's fun for a change. Yeah. Oh, wait.
Yeah. Well,
I found something hilarious out with moments of reflection. You can keep talking to Malfurion and just ask him again and again, and he summons multiple copies of himself.
Oh boy.
That's nice. I like that kind of bug.
Nice bug.
The crystal, it rings out, it rings out.
I'm gonna do it when we're done, I think. I'm gonna go get a drink. See you in 5 minutes.
I'm getting more seals, maybe.
Bod, can you see this?
Yeah, that's why I just tried relogging, but it's still bugged.
What?
I fucked it.
Getting anything nice for doing that? Tells me it's 20 gold.
I wonder if it's because we're in a raid.
I think so. Yeah, I think it's because...
Yeah, just leave and then it does it.
Yeah.
My brother.
He's still chatting like multiple times.
Yeah.
God. So is this insignia of the Grand Army actually good for anyone? Or is it always like not quite there?
I don't know, actually. I guess if you had all... I mean, I don't know how much Torment of the Week is good for rogues, but it's like best trait for paladins. Suppose if you had like 3 lots of them, it could potentially be worth it.
For Rogue, Torment the Week is also the best, yeah, theoretically. If you had 3 of those. That's like 85,000 DPS increase base, and then this would increase that by 50%, so that'd be like 40-something thousand DPS.
Light be with you.
Which is a pretty significant amount.
Safe travels.
Only typical that Tyrellian and...
Oh dear. The rogue server's member list is broken because they've hit the active member cap of 20,000 people. That's unfortunate.
Be right back. I'm in front of the entrance.
Aren't you in the raid already?
Sorry?
You're in the raid, at least as far as I can see.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was already set to.
Oh, I don't know about that, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I'm in.
Oh, no, it's not, yeah. Well, Howl's still AFK, I think, so. Might have to wait a minute, unfortunately.
What do I need to do?
Change the instance difficulty.
Look at that chat panel.
5, 4,
Ah.
2, 1.
Alright, let's get people summoned, I guess. Including me if you're at the summon stone.
A formidable enemy is close. Strike it down with all the malice it deserves.
Well, I guess Andreas is nominally inside already, so. Yeah, I'm coming in.
I'm back. By the way, I don't see the timer. Is it?
It just expired, but only recently. And to be honest, I don't actually expect everyone to be here when the time runs out, because they never are.
It's the same in our guild, don't worry.
Got a weirder thing than usual here. Sorry. Go on.
No, it's good. I was gonna say normally we only had a 5-minute break, but we only raided 2.5 hours, so and people were still never back. Yeah, are they able to summon? Are we?
Yep, we're summoning.
Thank you.
Could you summon me again shortly?
Yep.
Feels like only Wednesday we were here.
So funny. I'd like to summon, please.
Yeah. Almost everyone back, isn't it?
My faith is my shield.
I'll go clear some trash.
We still need a summon.
Oh, did you not get it?
Yeah, I think we sent you one, but it didn't go through for some reason.
Got one now.
Like 5 people on that one.
It's because I'm so big in my booming form. So I need a lot of people.
That's stupid. I can't read the normal power of a artifact relic anymore. For some reason.
I missed this trash no more than what's going on.
Did we have logs?
Unless Hal had them up,
no,
I did not enable them because I was rushing home, but I can put them up for heroic.
I knew I was missing something. I bought feasts.
I'm logging as well, but I will upload them after the raid.
Okay. Alright, cool. That means we do have them, just not live.
I'm not paying for that shit. Come on. Damn, the whole time my mic was muted.
Do you
Fucking
have
hell,
it
my
linked
bad,
to the
guys.
guild one so our logs will merge? I guess it doesn't matter because they're kind of separate raids anyway.
Whoa, that's not good.
Elstrom is getting butchered now.
Wow, this trash is certainly a sponge.
As bad as that boss in the last raid. No, not the last raid, Nighthold. Yeah, the one at the top near the big stone guy.
The Infernal.
But these stuff just have lots of HP. It's not like they do anything bad.
No, yeah.
Wow. Was a little bit slow. Okay, let's
And
continue.
now I'm actually logging, so it'll happen once we start pulling bosses.
I kind of assume that everybody knows that we're gonna get a mount once we kill
Yeah,
Argus.
if you clear it on heroic, you're gonna get a cool arcane raven mount thing.
Yeah, I really
That's
like
neat.
it.
Does it actually look nice? It's not like the Sky Screamer, right?
If I can remember what it's called.
It's violet something.
If you type Violet Spellwing into your mount pane, you can see what it looks like.
Is this some mythic or something? God, this trash takes forever.
It does seem to have a lot of health.
Badger, to think how much health the boss.
To be fair, this is our first time in heroic on this tier, so we're also just not quite at the item level.
I like the amount you get for doing the achievements in this instance too. So.
What's that called?
I have 8,000 million health.
This isn't the boss, remember? This is some trash too. We got a bit worried the first time. Okay, I can't take 2 of them by myself.
You got one shot there.
Not with that attitude, you can't.
Are we supposed to stand in it?
Yes.
Can I stun this dude? Let's find out. I guess he's immune. Wanker.
Beware.
It's only on the leaf. You see that?
What?
Can I take 3 of them then?
That annihilation is only
Can if there's a
level
cooldown.
Yeah.
And there's other people in them.
Man, I'm bored.
Run away, run.
Jesus Christ,
There's
man.
a bit of roleplay before the boss spawns, so.
Hang on, let me retreat. Oh, I
Right.
don't think I've
I think we have like
cookies?
1 or maybe 2 people who didn't do this on normal, so I'll just go over it again.
Oh.
It's not super different from normal. There's like 1 additional mechanic, and also they hurt more, and I think he spawns more of the mechanics, but this fight has 3 phases, and he actually has fewer mechanics.
Sorry guys, tech this time.
In each phase than in the previous
You put
one,
my cookie down
which
for me.
is a bit strange, but
I don't
that's
have
how it
any,
is.
so.
So
There we
he
go,
has 2
you
main mechanics,
walking
which are
vending
called
machine.
Decimation and Annihilation. Decimation
Keep
makes a
on them,
bunch
right?
of green circles, which have that line coming out the top of them, like that trash just spawned. These do about 3 million damage to anyone who is stood in them, or they do that damage to everyone in the raid if you don't stand in them.
That's annihilation, by the way.
Oh wait, no, you're right. Wrong way around. Annihilation is the one that does that. Annihilation will do 3 million damage to anyone stood in it, or that to everyone in the raid if nobody is stood in it. And it is split between all players who are stood in it. So you can take one on your own if you're at full health. It's safer if there are 2 people in each one. So when these get spawned, just go and stand in one. Ranged, prioritize ones that are furthest back, and melee get ones that are close to the boss. They'll probably... He only spawned like 2 of them on normal. I'm assuming there's going to be more on heroic, because that wasn't really much mechanic, but maybe there isn't. Decimation makes a big circle around a few players, and then after a few seconds, they will explode. In phase 1, we just deal with this by having those players run away. It's easy enough. There's also a tank mechanic, Fell Bombardment, which he will cast on tanks periodically. This means that he will shoot missiles at the tank, so the other tank should taunt, so the first tank can run away. These missiles have a fixed movement speed, so if you're stood right next to the boss, they will just hit you instantly, but if you're far away, they won't, and you can dodge them. If they hit you, they'll do damage and knock you up in the air, and if you're stood in them and aren't a tank, they will also hit you and knock you in the air, so we want to keep the left-hand side of the room clear, so tanks can just run around there and avoid the missiles. Once we get him to, I think, 65% health. Let me double check. It is 65% on heroic. He will go into his intermission phase. During this phase, he'll do a bunch of AoE damage. Unlike in normal, he will periodically spawn a bunch of laser beams on the ground you just don't want to stand in. And his 2 cannons will become attackable as targets.
Feast.
One of them is the Annihilator Cannon, and one of them is the Decimator Cannon. If you kill the cannon that does a specific mechanic, he won't do it anymore, but the other one will get stronger. We want to kill the Decimator Cannon. We want to kill the Annihilator Cannon first, which is the one on the left, because Annihilation is more annoying than Decimation. So just do that while dodging the lasers, and then he will go back. Then he will use, once it's dead, an attack called Eradication, which just means you need to run away from the boss to the back of the room. And then once he's finished that cast, we can go back and attack him again. In this second phase, he will only do Decimation. The tanks basically just do the same thing, but we will all stack on this circle mark. When he uses Decimation on everyone, we wait for the circles to go down, and then we just run to the square mark.
Orange.
And then the next time he does Decimation, we wait until the circles go down, and then we run to the circle mark. And we just rinse and repeat until we get him to 35% health, at which point he goes into his intermission again, and we kill the other cannon. For the last 35% of the boss fight, he has no mechanics, apart from the laser beam that he does in the intermission, which you want to dodge. But he does large increasing AoE damage, so you just want to stack, apart from the tanks who still need to do their tank swap. And this is basically a healing phase. I'm going to save heroism for it, because it will hurt.
Okay.
But there isn't really anything you have to do except
need to
beat
get
the
a
boss
fucking
up
wife.
if you're a DPS at that
Shit.
point, and not standard lasers.
Why is Steam active?
So it's a pretty
Steam
simple fight.
downloading in the background the entire time?
Don't stand in things except the things you're supposed to stand in phase 1.
Yeah, sure. I need to pop another flask. There we go. Ready. I think Rune is sleeping. I'm pretty sure by
Do
now.
have your flasks and stuff chugged for this.
Mm-hmm.
It's the real deal now.
Come on. Let's close that down.
5, 4, 3,
Just put on YouTube.
1.
Shit, here we go. What a pull. What's up? You got lag?
Okay, go stand in a circle. There's a few more than there were on normal.
Got enough range to deal with that.
I'm lagging to shit. I don't know.
I'll
what's
run
going
back
on.
a bit too next time.
The computer seems to be able to lose the
Decimation.
ability to be able to stream. Yeah, something I don't really in the run. Shrapnel, anybody's going there? Stay in that. Oh, exactly. That's why I was kind of surprised. How far is he in? Oh, damn. He's gonna take a while to get down, actually. Come on. We need to soak that shrapnel, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking because.
Okay, kill the left-hand one.
Come on, stop with the fucking lag. What's going on?
You very kindly put the laser beam absolutely nowhere near her. Run away from the boss. Get to the circle mark and stack up.
Yeah, please do. Bosses. All of you.
Don't move yet.
Don't move yet.
Now you move.
Okay, get to the other mark. That's all you have to do in this phase.
That's all we have to heal in this phase. Fuck my life.
Get over.
This is such an easy boss though. Rip audio, what the fuck?
Okay, kill the other cat. Watch out for lasers. He might actually aim at us this time. Yep, they're under him.
Yep.
Fuck, my mouse just fucked up.
And get away from the boss again.
Let me just heal what?
Stack up under the boss.
Yeah.
Battle res Pyko when you can.
We don't have one.
Oh well.
Not for another minute, so. Dodge this laser.
Come on, people.
Use defenses if you have them.
Step out of late.
Hailstones? You got him?
Stay in the circle.
Valor over here if you can, in 1 second.
Battle
Valor
with
is Michael,
Elstrom.
if you can.
Elstrom is dead.
Yeah, but we've only got one heat. I think we're just gonna wipe.
Yeah.
Come on, come on.
Still, I'm not upset to have a little bit of challenge.
1.10 million healing
So yeah,
done.
mechanically easy
HPS
fight.
done.
If you do mess up and get hit,
Look at the healing meter.
the numbers are pretty difficult. So, at least they are right now when we don't have as much gear.
That should be a really
I
decent
think it's
bug.
just weren't expecting so much damage at the end of that second phase. If everyone used a personal to reduce that initial burst, I think it'd be a lot easier.
For sure. I think it's also a good idea if we all get targeted by a big laser when we
much
are
was he?
stood on the
9%?
boss. If everyone moves to the left, like if it's one that is directly in the middle rather than one where obviously you just step a little bit, everyone go to the same direction just to make healing easier. So
Yeah.
go left.
And let's get some health stones up because I was missing them for some reason. Yeah.
Does anybody have some prolonged power potion for me?
Yeah, trade Zakane.
But I'll contribute something else. The power of Blingtron.
You mean Zikane or not? Yeah.
Yeah, trade me.
Yeah, Zakane, yeah.
Thank you.
Fell hide. Woo.
I can use that. Can definitely use that. Damn.
It's just one, but hey. It's more than one.
Damn, that damage really got somewhere.
Legendary.
Only a couple seconds in
No.
your flask, I think.
I
wish.
don't know, I got 2 hours.
I don't use these potions, but
Yeah, I got a new one before we pulled.
I got them randomly, so that, you know, better you than me.
Bear 2 buff for defenses.
Rune out DPS you.
Yeah. At the start of my conviction, I couldn't DPS because I was soaking a bottle way in the back. I couldn't DPS anymore.
Sucks.
Just insults us at the beginning there. Right level, nothing.
Yep. Oh, come on. Nice. That was good. Oh my god, a lag.
Trying to drop that right in the melee.
Yeah, I had to move 3 feet for that.
I can tell.
Omdat jongens, iets verder weg ook was het super iemand naast.
Trying to save up as many cooldowns as as I can right now. Just.
Why is it so far away?
Okay, get the left hand one. A bad time for my.
Oh,
Is this explosion elemental or physical damage?
Magic.
Oh, cool.
I think so anyway.
No, it wasn't.
No.
You lied to me.
It's physical.
Yep. I survived anyway because I used sprint and thus used feint, but.
Stack on the circle.
Oh no, boss stuff are physical even though it's
right.
not really low.
Doesn't look like physical damage.
No,
Yeah.
but it is. Unfortunately.
It's what I noticed from tanking. Everything is physical even though it doesn't look like it's physical.
Get to the side.
Move.
Stay here, boys.
Okay, kill the cat.
Did you say it is physical?
Watch out for the laser.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oops.
Move away.
Alpha.
Defensives.
We might want to save the res for a healer, to be honest, because we're only getting one on this
Use
fight.
hero.
Stack up.
Move left.
Okay, get back in healing. Res the cane.
Damn it.
It's got to
res the cane if
It's
we
got to
can.
be move. It's got to be move up.
Yeah, it's got to be Nick, unfortunately. Hey, nice.
We for warlock, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Soulstone.
nominally.
didn't I?
Oh well. Keep going.
What is it talking about? Why are they so... A lot of mana.
Yeah.
Hey, nice work.
I've started my assault on the northern front. I'll keep
Healing trinket dropped twice, and...
Nice stuff, heroic Titan forged. Chest piece. Or gloves, rather. And 2 healing trinkets. Nice.
Bottom. Woof. Damn. Oh. I'll rescue Solaris.
Yeah, thank you.
Your name is really confusing to me because my partner's instant name is Solaris with an A.
Alrighty.
Just call him Alf, it's fine.
You can call me Albert. That's my real name.
Or Alfbert. Alfbert's his real name. Just doesn't want to let you know.
Alfred.
I gotta remember to like use my Avenged Wrath on trash.
No one wants 960 gloves, that's
I'll
tragic.
take it for my healing spec actually. But
Because-
I use
because they don't
no,
want to
I
place
use
care.
legendary gloves on both my specs. Never mind. The
I could take him, but I got
gloves are
tear
just too
claws.
Give him to Zaida for disenchant then, I guess.
This is the problem with tier, and that's why they're getting rid of it.
I'm not. Yeah.
See, I don't.
Yeah, go on.
I don't mind that tier is going away because it's very clear that they don't know how to make it viable.
The set bonuses are starting to get a bit samey anyway, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're going to have something similar to tier in that there'll be unique bonuses on some items, but like that's also sort of different because those are always the same free slots, so
yeah,
the
neck
out. It's,
I'm
to do with that.
pretty glad that they're doing some new stuff. Like,
Yeah, me too.
Doing it so you don't have to wear 4 of a thing.
Exactly, yeah. That's what causes the problem.
yeah, you actually get to choose some shit.
Yeah, and also the even though the Azurite neck gives you abilities on like your head, is it head, chest, and boots or
I
something?
don't remember exactly which ones it was, but
but it does it's
They
not
give
bound
him
to your actual
trinket
equipment. It's just
recognition
bound to
app.
the neck.
Curse you, Blizzard, innovating and making me keep playing your game.
Nee,
the
ik heb er niks
level
aan.
is
Ik kan het
bound
niet
to the
gebruiken.
neck, but then equipment has different traits to other equipment, so that's where the new version of tier bonuses comes in. But it also seems like you'll be able to you'll have a choice of several traits, so
Guys,
it'll be mapped out, but it's at least interesting.
I made a mistake with the healing trinket. If anybody wants that, then it can be theirs.
I think I might be wrong. I think people only wanted it for off spec, but I don't remember. Or maybe I can open the thing again.
The gloves? Or what are we talking about here?
Trinket, the healing trinket.
This
The
one.
trinket, the only people who rolled main need were Zakane and Shaman Oryx, so...
Okay, I don't need it. I made a mistake with it, so I don't need it.
okay.
So if you want it for Ospec or somebody else wants it, then
Type in chat if you want it for off spec. Otherwise I'll steal it.
I can also
I don't think it's
see
very good for me.
Yeah,
give
it
to
was just
Laura.
Alf. Yeah, give it, yeah. Just Alf.
Or Alf. I'll get used to calling you that instead. If it's not good for you, it's not going to be great for me either. It's with the same class.
it's actually pretty shit.
Depends on if you want haste or not.
Do you think
Haste isn't great.
Do you think Bloodthirst will work with?
Well, you know, for Druid haste is great.
Yeah, for Druid haste is amazing.
You
So,
pull the whole.
Yeah, you need to.
You want like crit and mastery on restoration, I think.
Exactly.
it's a shame there's a million specs called restoration.
Yeah, shaman restoration. I should have said, shouldn't I? They could give it a unique watery name.
No, change the druid one to nature. There you go, you've got yourself a restoration.
There you go.
Is
Score.
balance not nature?
No, balance is nature and arcane, so it's the balance.
Balance is space. Let's
Come
be
on,
real.
Yeah.
Is
Sun
turning
and
into a
stars.
cat not natural?
No.
What's more natural
I'm
than turning
lagging
into
to
a
shit, it's horrible.
bear yeti hybrid?
I mean, actually, that's a good point.
You don't have watches. Just stop this.
Viewers, watchers.
I want someone to get the mount.
The watching over.
I want this
me.
mount. It's really good.
Yeah,
But
I need. I don't know what's going on with my
the
computer.
purple version is
hold
the
on.
achievement mount. The
Thank you.
if if normal wasn't very hard, so if that's an indicator of how hard heroic was, we might be doing some Sunday runs to get the achievement mount at some point.
Yeah, I think that might be.
Because it does look pretty cool.
What's that one?
Back and do
It is the purple version of this boss. The you'll get the red version of this boss as a drop from this boss, and the purple version as complete
Where are they?
achievements. I don't know. They
I'm
haven't
pulling
spawned
them.
for some reason.
Maybe. No? Running out here doesn't do it? Alright. Where are these
That's strange.
dogs?
We missed it.
No,
though.
here they come, here they come, here they come.
Oh yeah.
Right, so
Right.
these weren't very hard on normal, but they've got an extra mechanic now on heroic, so maybe they'll be a bit more interesting. The way these bosses work is that they share health. They need to be tanked 40 yards apart because they buff each other. Both of them have a frontal cone, so you don't want to stand in front of them. They both have energy bars that fill up at different rates. Every time they reach 33% energy, they'll use a mechanic. They have one at 66% energy, and they have one at full energy. And the main difficulty of the fight comes from when these overlap in annoying ways. The Fire Dog's abilities mostly have to do with spreading out. At 33%, it'll make 3 big beams that target players. You want to kind of aim these so they're not aimed Shadow Dog, which all the melee will be attacking. And also try and make sure it doesn't hit the other tank. Don't stand in these, that's pretty much all you have to worry about.
Yeah, I'm really...
At 66%, he will stun random players and then spawn a bunch of AoE circles that you have to dodge. This is, again, you just kind of don't stand in them, so that's not terribly hard. It's only more difficult when it's stacked with having to stack up.
The heroic version just a tank swap?
There's no tank swap.
Thought there was.
Nope. They both apply a stacking dot, but when they use their mechanics, they'll stop applying it long enough that it'll just fall off.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah, you just have to tank them separately for the whole fight. Mythic, maybe there's a tank swap, but I don't think there is. I think Mythic is you split into 2 groups and never come close to each other.
Do you think they just got the timing wrong?
I don't know.
Maybe they just did another tank swap at 5 stacks.
Yeah, every other boss has a tank swap, so... Anyway, 100% energy, it will start doing AoE damage, and will debuff pretty much the whole raid, but not all at once. So it'll give debuffs to most players in the raid, kind of staggered, that will make you explode and damage everyone within 8 yards. So just run away when you've got this and don't be stood next to someone. The other dog, at 33%, will throw a black hole at a random ranged player, which pulls people towards it. You just don't want to stand in it. The way it works is that the pull is stronger the closer you are to it. So once you've got away from it initially, you'll probably be fine, although it'll still be pulling you a little bit. It is mostly annoying when you are trying to stack up or trying to spread out, because it is pulling you towards a certain point, so it'll pull you closer together, so just keep an eye on that. At 66%, it will put a 5-second debuff on random players, which will fear everyone within 8 yards, but if 3 people are standing next to you, you won't be feared. So if it's in melee, the melee will all be stacked up anyway, so that's fine. If it's in range, the range will also be stacked up on a marker that I'll put somewhere on the floor when I finish explaining, so that'll be fine. The only twist is that sometimes it just casts it on both tanks, in which case the melee want to go stand on the tank on the purple dog, and mobile ranged, or in this case, I guess,
Argus,
because we don't have that many, all of the ranged just go and stand on the other tank temporarily, and then get back to where you're supposed to be. And 100% energy, it will do an AoE that's exactly the same as the fire one, except the debuffs that it applies to you do split damage, so you need to stack up. So again, we'll already be stacked for most of the fight, so you just stay there. The difficulty comes in when these mechanics happen at the same time. So I think at one point you will have the black hole when there's stuff you have to avoid, so you want to make sure you stay spread out. If we keep going for 5 minutes, it will cast the fire and shadow AoE at the same time, which is tricky but not impossible to deal with. Hopefully we can avoid it, but if we can't, you just have to stay stacked up and watch really carefully for if you get the fire debuff and run out, and then run immediately back in. I think there's also a point where the
99.
shadow debuff and making players spawn a bunch of fire on the ground happens at the same time. And for that one, I'm actually going to put 2 stack marks. So you'll stand on... Oh, okay, for some reason I can't put marks down right now because of my UI. They just left.
You're bored.
I'm going to put 2 stack marks down when my UI is finished reloading, and basically you wait till all these circles appear and then run to the other one and stay stacked up the whole time, and it should work out fine.
So darn dogs.
2 stacks, stack points.
In fact, it's just like, oh no, you can't do the instance anymore.
He's run off to go beat up our friends.
Yeah.
The dog's bugging out again.
Hold on, Nick. I want to make a bad decision.
But yeah, that's the whole fight. I will call out what the next mechanic's going to be most of the time. Chiefly, it is just stack up for purple stuff, spread out for red stuff.
Oh, they're back. Ah!
Let's give it a try. If range can try and be on the circle,
doesn't damage us, unfortunately. That'll do it.
That'd be good.
Volgens de film mogelijk op orange zijn die.
Now we know
Okay.
how Nick can kill people.
I'm out of range.
What are they doing?
Well, you can't really. There's not an awful lot of places to jump off here, actually.
No.
You have to get in the lava.
They've put a lot of invisible
That's the
walls in
secret.
this one.
Secret
What
is
are we
the
waiting
lava.
for?
But
CK.
yeah, make sure you know which one of them you're tanking.
Oh shit.
Okay, I want the fire dog.
I'm running on them.
Elstrom has to be with his purple color, anyway.
Yep.
Come on, team.
That's how it is. Imagine every time we do a ready check, we have one more person who doesn't hit ready.
Fortunately, that didn't happen.
Wow, creepy.
I'm going to use Heroism right at the start also, because there is no particular bad part except if it takes us 5 minutes to
Make
kill
sure
the
the
boss.
precast.
Far away, really?
Huh?
So far away from the precast.
Oh, that sucks.
Okay, dodge these circles. Spread out if you get a debuff. Stack up if you get a debuff. When these aren't working in the order I'm expecting them to.
First it's spread out, then it's stacked.
Yeah, sorry. That was my fault. Okay,
Yeah,
next it'll be spread out if you get a debuff. And look out for a black hole.
Ooh. Am I still being pulled? Is there still a black hole up somewhere?
Okay, next will be lines and
God, I hate
the fear that you need to stack up for.
Need to stack up
So
for
stand
this,
in
right?
those circles. Don't spread them out. Oh, someone needed to get the tank. Yell out if it's on the tank, because I can't see you.
Nick's alive, and that's what matters.
Okay, stack up. About the circle.
Oh.
Sorry, I could have called it one out a bit earlier.
Nah, it was hard to see as well under the purple. That's rough.
Dodge this.
Want me to res, Bob?
Res him over.
Tank's
Yeah,
down.
we need our tank up.
I'm not that good of a tank healer. We need to have some stuff going on with the healers too.
Spread out if you got a debuff.
We need some more healing on Nick, apparently.
I died.
I got the fear anyways.
Are the enemies far enough apart?
Yeah, we're gonna need like some melee, I guess, on the other dog to soak Nick's thing, maybe.
No, we just need to know when it happens and range can get over there. I mean, I
You
guess
have,
we
like,
might as well put two
you have, like,
melee on it. Why
4
not?
seconds, yeah, like range to have a bit of a hike to get there.
Me and you can go on the lava one.
Yeah.
Then that's 3 people. Yeah. I'm glad these are at least more interesting than they were on normal.
Well, there's one thing, but...
Oh, also, sorry, Shaman Orcs, what was the healing sitch?
Well, the healing thing is that I'm healing I'm healing Movid, but Shamans suck at tank healing, so I'm really struggling to keep him up.
Fair.
Well, is this debuff is magic, and I've got nothing for magic.
Yeah.
But I think the other debuff's magic as well. So.
Pykel, you want to swap to healing Nick? And
Yeah,
then,
sure. Yeah.
Zicane and Shaman Orcs can focus on Elstrom, I guess, because also Elstrom's the one whose fear debuff is almost always covered anyway. Although Nick should hopefully be better this time. And then we'll see, and if it's still trouble, we can have Howl swap.
Mine's wouldn't equip 945 legs.
Since it doesn't seem like DPS is much of an issue.
Up?
Yay.
Yeah, me.
We need 4.
No, I got them.
Or no, we could also have
I can sell
Solar's do
those
that.
probably for like 100k, maybe more.
We've got plenty of people with.
Oh, could also do that.
Because it's a heroic item. No, I thought it was.
Sorry, what am I doing?
No, we're saying if this next attempt has healing trouble, we can have you swap to true form.
If you don't
For
mind.
now, it should be fine.
Yeah.
For now, you can stay Boomkin, though.
Okay. I was reading an article on the internet, so I just heard you
Fair
speaking
enough.
over me.
We weren't saying anything for DPS for range to watch out for anyway, so.
I think I'm gonna. Well, I might send it
What
to
was
my
the
hunter. I don't know.
molten something that
you-
kind of swap?
Molten
it
Touch,
swap
that's
two
that.
people?
Yeah, that's the new heroic mechanic, so it puts a bunch of red circles on the ground and you
Yeah.
need to not stand
Some
there.
random people are stunned for a couple of seconds, and it makes a bunch of lava things appear on the ground that you don't want to stand in.
It pulled me over to the other
Oh,
door.
and it moves you. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But does it matter if we're stacked though? Because
That one, no, you don't want to be stacked. Even.
got 40
No, you just
lingering
want to move
soul
out the
fragments.
circles.
Where are those
Being
for?
stacked doesn't really matter.
40 out of 40.
Oh, they were for that Illidan quest.
Oh, actually, hold on. Do we want? Oh no. Okay, never
Me and
mind.
you are going to be on the lava one.
They both do magic damage, so it doesn't actually matter which
I got
one Nick's on.
484 felled
They
Argonauts.
both got the dot. It's exact. They're both exactly the same in
Need about
terms of tanking.
600, I believe, to
Yeah.
buy an item.
Shadow one does more damage, but slower.
There you go. Everyone's ready?
The healing is tough on this. It
So
wasn't
yeah,
at
both of
first.
us need to get in on the fear to stop it.
Wanted skeleton.
Yeah, I know, but this is almost not doable.
4,
Yeah, but now he wouldn't get scared, so it would be better.
Oh. I really need to stand where I'm standing right now, otherwise I won't be able to heal Ilstrom. I'm gonna back off now a little bit.
You cannot stand on purple.
Okay, so we'll have the stun coming up.
Nope.
And a bunch of
Maybe.
circle. And then we'll have the stacking debuff. So we need to run to range for this D. Range, can you get on the circle mark? Next level of fire debuff. Run away if you get it. And the black hole. Okay, we're gonna have the fear. And we got the line. I think we're gonna have the stacking debuff next. So make sure you're at the circle mark if you're ranged or a healer. Okay, and then move to the other mark, or at least out of these circles. Next we'll have the fire debuff and the black hole again, but seems like the black hole first. We'll have the fire debuff and the fear. So run out if you've got the fire debuff, otherwise stack up.
Fuck it. Once.
Fade.
You should have been stacked.
You go stand in the naughty corner.
Here we got the line, and we're gonna get the shadow debuff. Make sure your range is stacked. And then we're going to have the stun and the fire circles shortly, but fortunately not.
Elsewhere died.
Black hole still coming across.
Okay, stack up. And then spread out. Stack up.
How far are they?
90%.
Be the gaze.
Whoa!
Dogs.
Mistimed it, sorry.
So
Just
black
scared,
hole.
that's all.
And there will also
No.
be these circles on the ground.
I
Or
can't
maybe
get out.
not. It's hard to. The
can't get
energy
out.
is very inconsistent, so I have to guess a bit sometimes. But I think that's next.
I think that was a leg spike, I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're doing good.
So dodge these circles, then get ready to stack for fear.
What's happening to me? Just got teleported? I got picked up.
Yeah. Then you're the one that does this stuff.
Elstrom's health. Ah, for fuck's sake.
We've got 20 seconds before they
We've
use
got
both
bad
their
rest.
AoEs at the same time. So
Nice.
try and kill them.
Yeah, I taunted him so he wouldn't hit someone useful.
Yep, good timing.
Yeah, we've killed them just before they were going to do their most painful mechanics. Good job.
Score.
That was
Well done,
definitely
squad.
brutal. Even if it still wasn't super hard.
Yeah,
Find it kind of dumb that my two
Oh my
best
God.
relics drop off the first two bosses, so I'm bonus rolling on them.
Every time increases strength or agility. Yeah.
I mean, it's not true for me.
I don't know why it's allowed me to
955. Yeah,
roll
you
on
can
the
use
trin-
Master
the
Aid.
strength trinket.
Yeah, you should.
I
need
think
on
it
that.
doesn't necessarily know what the trinkets are for. It's a
What's
strength
it
trinket.
called?
It's a strength agility trinket.
I don't think it's a very good one. Well, it's not for shamans anyway.
It's not for rogues either.
What is this?
Yeah.
955. Yeah, it's for main upgrade as well. Can't need on that.
High command?
Yes.
What's that?
High command. Man, this rodent's gonna make me poor, man. Okay, I'm over. You can pull when ready.
Didn't we go the other way last time?
Yeah, but it makes a bit more. I'm not sure which is harder, and it makes a bit more sense to just the way the bosses work out to do this one first. Otherwise, we end up backtracking a lot. It's not a huge deal, but.
What? Isn't he in like the trial?
Also,
Yeah,
I've
but
done
he's
some revision
trial,
on this fight because it was a mess last time. We seem to have misunderstood some things when we were doing it the first time. So.
Yeah, but why didn't you go? That's my question.
High command.
I'm talking about yeah, but Raider goes over trial, right?
Yeah, with the chairs.
Right. But that's not. I mean, we talked about that.
Veterans and trials go over resurfaced.
Okay.
I know that the people in the chairs kept dying.
Yeah.
There are some ads in the back. Yes, thank you.
I should be able to explain it better this time.
And the sinking speed is pretty slow, huh?
Send these ads. There we go.
I'm getting about 1 kilobyte every 10 seconds.
I guess we have quite a lot of unnecessary cached loot history.
Closing it won't stop a sync in progress, so that's good to hear. And yeah, I forgot to clear my cache before Antorus. Whoops.
There is some spell effect that keeps making that portal disappear. I don't know if it's just for me or for everyone else.
I've seen it a couple times too.
Man, I can't say there's nothing to heal, that's for sure.
That chain doing huge damage.
Yeah.
I recognize the trappings of the general.
My cot rise went off, but...
I healed you, it didn't kill you.
No, but my cot rise went off, else I would have killed me.
Marshaled our armies and brought peace to Argus.
Oh, dude.
Everything we stood for, they accepted his bargain. There can be no redemption, only retribution.
They do over everything against you.
They really made this a healing heavy raid. Like, even the trash is beating the shit out of people. And everybody literally is just staying in melee range with that dude swinging his axe. Unbelievable.
No, I'm not.
Nah, all the melee are. I should have worded that better. Come on, don't force me to use a cooldown for this. Come on, guys.
I don't think he's going to cast it again.
You better not.
You're right.
There we go. What? I got an eye patch? Oh, dude, I'm happy. Look at that.
What? You got an eye patch?
I got an eye patch. Fuck yeah.
Oh god.
Fuck. Damn, I didn't finish my healing right.
Clobex. I can't get over that name.
He has a pretty high opinion of himself from someone who's called Clobex.
Clobex, Clobber of Worlds.
What are they talking about? There's some dude in the...
No.
Oh, the NPC... the mob in front of us.
I think he just dislikes his ex. Club X.
Spell steal his buff, but he got fire damage dealt by a 50% increase.
Oh, nice. There we go. Oh my lords. Oh
Boy,
my
the elevator
goodness.
boss.
Oh my damn.
Does this go and go up though?
No, we can go down.
Good job my Typhoon doesn't work on you lot.
Would love to have a priest who jumps down and then grabs somebody with him while he glides down and that person just falls to his
That'd be a
death.
strong play, yeah. I don't think you can life grip in the air though.
Alright, so this boss. Last time we did it, for some reason, we were under the impression that you couldn't heal people who are in the chairs. This isn't true. You can. But I think that was mostly because we were also standing way too far away. So we are going to tank the bosses where they come out of their pod.
Hey!
That's the best idea I heard so
rather
far.
than whatever we were doing last time.
That's what I said.
We're going to assign 2 people per pod per
Let's see, it's
boss. So I'm
Sunday
going
today. Wednesday I
to
can
have
be
6
here.
assignments.
Sunday I can be here.
Eventually. I'll do that after I've explained everything else.
More demons, more
But
pros.
basically how this fight works is there are 3 bosses. You only fight one at once. When they are not in their magic chair, which you can see at the sides of the room, they don't do anything except they frontal cleave, so don't stand in front of them. When they are in their magic chair, each of them has 1 ability and Chaos Pulse. It just does random damage to random targets and is pretty ignorable. Healers can dispel this, but kind of don't really have to unless they think that person is about to take damage from a mechanic. The 2 mechanics we'll have at the start of the fight are from the Engineer and the General. The General summons adds of 2 kinds. There are Fell Guards. Both these adds are ones we just fought in the trash. Fell Guards will charge players that are far away from them and do a blade spin, whatever it's called. Whirlwind attack. Blade Storm, that's what I'm thinking of.
Blade spin.
They'll do that.
Blade spin,
so
whatever it's
basically,
called.
if they charge at you, just step away from them and try to stay out of their Blade Storm. The spellcasters just spam Pyroblast, which you want to interrupt before they finish casting it. I'm pretty sure you can stun them. You can also interrupt them. You could also knock them back, but you probably shouldn't because it's easier to cleave them if you don't do that. The Pyromonsters should probably get killed as more of a priority. The Fell Guards aren't a huge issue as long as they die before the next set of ads spawn, and these ads do need to be tanked. The Engineer will be summoning mines on random ranged players. Every time a mine is set off, it does damage to everyone in the raid and applies a dot to everyone in the raid. If you set off a lot at once, we will die. There is some debate about whether this is true, but a guide that I watched had the impression that if the mines are left alive for about 3 minutes, they will explode on their own. And I'm going to assume this is true because we were getting hit by a lot of mines last time. I'm not 100% sure people were standing in them. So what we're going to do is the off-tank, who is not currently tanking the boss, just set off 2 mines that are the furthest away from us, and then wait until a debuff falls off and people look healthy and set off a couple more. And then if we clear them 2 at a time, the damage shouldn't be too high. And we won't have no space to move either. So avoid mines unless you are the off-tank, whose job it'll be to set off a couple of them. But try not, as we are going to be setting off on purpose, definitely try not to set them off by accident, because that'll make the dot last longer and stack higher. Finally, when Admiral Spherax is in her chair, which she will go into after a certain amount of time.
Did I really? Oh
She
my
will use an ability
gosh.
called Fusillade, which makes the room go dark and then does a bunch of fire damage to everyone. This doesn't hurt too much to start with, but it increases by 25% every time she uses it, which she will do 6 times before she jumps out of the chair and we start beating her up again. So eventually we'll need healing cooldowns for that, but not straight away. Additionally, while one of them isn't in the chair, someone can get in, and they will also get 2 abilities, one of which is Chaos Pulse, that you just want to spam on the boss because it does damage and makes them take extra damage. The other one depends what boss it is. So first of all, you'll be able to get the Admiral's one, which will give you Withering Fire, which does damage and increases damage taken. Just spam that off cooldown and try and hit adds with it so that they take extra damage. The Engineer Pod lets you spawn Fell Shield Emitters, which are things you can right-click to make a shield appear. This shield reduces fire damage taken by 50% for 10 seconds. Does that only work on the ads? Well, there you go. In fact, yes, it only works on the ads, so don't bother using it on the boss. So these... you can spawn these more often to use as Fusillade, but that's because we will need 6 of them for the 6 Fusillades, and your that we don't get to stay in the Engineer Pod for the whole time she is here. So we want to spawn 3 of them near the Engineer Pod, and then 3 of them near the General Pod. And I'm going to assign Pykel to click on one of those before each Fusillade, and then everyone has to stand in them. And nobody else should click them, because if I just leave it up in the air who's supposed to click them, we might set off 2 at once, and then we won't have one for one of them. So, unless Pykel dies, it's his job. And finally, the General Pod lets you summon a Disruptor Beacon. Basically, you just target this ability on mines, and it will destroy the mines harmlessly. So use that to clear up mines.
Oh, you're going to put a healer into the pod?
So, we're going to tank the boss. First of all, where she's standing, and every time it swaps, we'll go and tank it next to there. Don't stand on mines unless you're the off tank, in which case, set off 2 every so often. You need to tank swap, I think it was 2 stacks, or possibly 3, of Exploit Weakness, which is their cone. And now I've got to figure out who is getting in these chairs. While you are sitting in these chairs, you will take constant damage, and it will stack up the longer you're in there. You want to get out when you have like 20 or 30 stacks. 25 to 30 or 20 to 25. Just don't die, basically. If you feel that you're going to die, get out. And then the other person will get in. And we should only need 2 people per phase, because you can stay in that long as you're getting healed. So, yes. Also, after you've got in, you have a debuff for a while. That means you can't get in again, which is why I need 6 people.
You're sure that we can heal you guys? Because
I'm pretty sure, because that's what was happening in a recorded video.
Okay. Because I couldn't target anyone.
I think it might just have been that we were on the other side of the room. And you need to stay in there for a long time, and I could only stay in there for like 10 seconds before dying without healing, so... You must be able to heal me.
Maybe the UI targets the pod and not the player.
Yeah, you might have to be careful about that.
One sec, I still have to do these assignments.
Yeah.
That's one ugly hut. Jesus. Is that a Tears hut? Yeah. Damn. Okay. It's almost 22:30 anyway, so I'm gonna...
It's 1-2 tries.
I think it's gonna be 1 try, to be honest.
Right. I don't particularly have much reasoning behind it, but here's the people we're going to get in. So if we could have Zaida and Audio on the first one, me and Medini on the second one, Nanolith and Spear on the third one, I'll call it out, And when you get out, please say so that
Wait,
so the other person can get in.
Do you think that sword
It doesn't
will
matter
really
if you're the
still
first,
be in
third, or
Syllabus
fifth one.
right now if we fly over there?
Yeah, that's the question. Do you just
That's
get
probably
in
so cool.
those
I'm gonna go there
pods
after the
and
raid.
just jump out again, or?
Yeah, you right click and you'll get in. It'll be a vehicle. You'll have your 1 button is like an auto attack. You just want to spam on the boss. Your 2 button will be something depending on which pod you're in.
Okay.
So in the first pod it is damage adds. The second one is summon shields. The third one is blood mines.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, this fight was a mess last time. It was pretty confusing, but I think hopefully people know a little bit better what they're supposed to be doing, and we're only going to learn by doing it. So
yeah, I got 14 minutes on my plus. Let's go.
I can just get in at the start, right?
You can just get in straight away. Yes.
The one behind her, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's that one's open.
Think of where she is now. Or...
Yeah, just keep her there.
So healers can get on the pod person, hopefully. Yeah.
Range, try and stay like on the left to start with, just so the mines are in a vaguely similar place. You'll have to spread out eventually, but just to begin with, it makes it easier.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fuck off, buddy. Leave me be.
Okay, watch out for these mines.
Why am I lagging?
Can you?
Hmm?
Can you even heal?
Yeah, I think so. How are you?
Yeah, I think we were just too far away to heal last time.
Yeah, we can heal her now.
Okay, Audio, get in.
Watch out for those mines on melee.
Yeah, try not to stand too far because the ads will charge you and then it's hard to kill them if they're far away.
Oh, fuck this.
Okay, next one.
Ooh, I have aggro on one of these.
I am getting in.
Don't try not to run into many mines on your way over.
Yeah, we got 6 stacks.
That's
okay,
probably
yeah, watch out when you're swapping to the other boss so you don't run into mines. I think that's a wipe, just, well, you're about to get killed by Fusillade, so.
rough fight.
The healing done on that shit is fucking unbelievable.
And actually
top
it
DPS.
is 10:30, so I think we're gonna call it.
Ik zat in dat ding, man.
But we did pretty good, I think.
25% van de
We've cleared
pot.
the instance, so that's always nice. And heroic doesn't look unachievable, so we are probably gonna do normal again on Wednesday next week, and when we might move it to Sunday the week after. But we're gonna at least do it until we finish the quests because the trinkets that Argus drops are pretty much
too
best in slot
good
for most classes,
Yeah.
so we need to try and get them for
They
people.
hurt me.
But yeah,
We're gonna do it
hopefully
at least 4 times.
see you on Wednesday or earlier than that.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah, cheers everyone. That's the raids. The raids this week have been really good, and I'm really glad we
Yes.
have a really solid raid size to do them with.
Thanks for watching,
Of
guys.
good
I'm off as
people
well.
like
Thanks
y'all.
for watching the stream. Bye bye.
We should